Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. This is obviously going to be a duel video that I'll be in, and I'm going to be using my True Draco deck that I mentioned in one of my deck profiles that if you guys managed to possibly see, you might check it out this October. So as you look here, I have a really strong hand, and the opponent I'm up against is a Floowandereeze player. Uh, it is a slow-paced duel because I'm pretty sure he's trying to adjust to his new deck. So maybe he recently decided to build this deck, and maybe that's something I need to keep an eye on, so that he doesn't try to cheat and he doesn't try to get around any rules that might possibly make the game irreparable. So I want to be sure to sort that out so that it doesn't lead to any issues, so that we can make sure to play the game correctly. As he's doing now, he's setting 2 cards. I'm waiting for him to actually activate something so I can be able to chain with dynamite, which allow me to either activate a trap or add from my deck that has True King in its name. So let's fast forward here. So he activates Pot of Prosperity, and in response I play Dynamite's effect. And it is a once per turn, so if I have a second, I can use multiple effects of Dynamite. So I can activate it more than once if I control more than one copy. So that's something you guys need to be aware of in case you decide to play this deck. Alright, like I said, he's kind of being a bit slow. He's trying to figure what to banish. Might as well just get... I'm gonna see if yeah, I could see the cards, but I was surprised only 3. He could have just banished. If anything, he should have banished 6, because he would have had a better top deck. Who knows? I can't really assume because I don't know exactly what cards he's playing in his deck. But I can be aware he's playing the Floowandereeze package, so he should at least play he should max out on his extenders. So, but he should honestly banish 6 because since his extra deck was pretty full, he could ensure that he could just at least banish 6 and then increase the odds of seeing his starters. So instead he picks the Barrier Wind statue, which isn't really enough because my deck doesn't even special summon. So, and even if he were to play Dark Lure, it just would have been a waste because he wouldn't have anything that could outmatch my field. So even if he did summon anything, I have these 2 face down cards. So if he managed to summon 2 Floowandereeze, I'd most likely play there could only be 1. But let's fast forward here. Yeah, they go to the bottom. I explained it, even though you should have read the card. So I'm trying to correct him because, like I said, he's still unsure of how to utilize his cards, and I have to kind of give him advice. I kind of have to lecture him so that he's actually using the cards correctly, so that it doesn't lead to any more confusion, because he's the only one that's confused. Even I'm confused as to what he's doing because I was hoping he'd understand the cards. So basically, like I said, you choose 1 out of the 3 or 6 depending how many cards you banish. So, and then he reveals that's the card he's adding. It's fine. So I'll go into my turn. I play Pod Duality. Obviously, I'm going to go into Terraforming. As you can see, what's going to happen right now. I'm going to search for my diagram, so I can just keep extending this card. Destroy Maiden from my hand to search for Ignis Heat, and I'll tribute my return, so that way I can activate more True Draco spell traps. That way I have more opportunities to activate my True Draco cards, so that the more cards I have in the field, the more advantage I have. So it's really simple. All he has to do is simply activate something. I chain with their effects, and they'll be able to resolve, even if he tries to get rid of them. Except they won't be able to activate if there's a card that says your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to his activations. Then yes, then they wouldn't be able to trigger. So I'll obviously activate these 2 just in case. I'd rather not add because in case I want to shuffle my cards. So I already have 4 cards in my spell trap card zone. I already have 2 monsters, even though one has been flipped face down by Book of Moon. It's still enough to give me vision. Now I have 3 monsters, so he managed to draw Mystic Mind, which is very lucky of him. So sometimes that's why you always keep your deck at 40 cards. He drew a good card, so but still wouldn't be enough at this point. I already mentioned this, so especially looking at the cards I already have. I already have my diagram. All I have to do is just pop my spell, my True Draco spell, and then it'll get rid of his Mystic Mind. And that's how it would go. So, and Draco Phoenix will activate in the grave because it's sent from the spell trap reserve. The spell trap goes into the graveyard, which will destroy Mystic Mind. So my opponent's taking time to read it to ensure that the effect is legal, which it is. So he's still constantly checking my graveyard because he wants to make sure the card actually works. So, but he'd have no choice because I did activate the effect, and it does say it applies to spell and trap cards. So yeah, and he's most likely to lose this turn. So already, plus I got another extender. I'll go into another tribute summon thanks to Heritage's effect. Whatever, he can do whatever he wants with his extra deck. I don't. It doesn't really matter at this point. So whether he's cheating or not, it doesn't matter to me. I already won this turn. So, and then I'll get an additional draw thanks to Heritage, as you can read. And I'm just gonna go straight for game, and then it wouldn't really matter at this point. I'm just chaining with Lord of the Heavenly Prison because it'll protect my backrows, and I eventually be able to switch them next turn, and then be able to set one spell trap from my deck to the field. And wait, he says he can activate this, but he realizing he doesn't have a Floowandereeze monster from his hand. It's too bad he can't activate it. So I know I've managed to get the search, and that should be good. Overall, I hope you guys enjoy the duel. Be sure to check for more upcoming content in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.